Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Monday night live stream. It's Tekken live again. I hope everybody had a great weekend and a great past week. It's that time again, guys. We're playing some more Tekken because it just felt like Tekken tonight. Had a lot of fun playing last week, had a lot of viewers, so I thought we'd continue our Kunimitsu grind today. However, we are starting a new segment today. Felipe, thanks for stopping in so early. I appreciate that. We're starting a new segment today called last week's comments. I don't know what we'll call it, but anyway, since I hit 1,000 subs, I've been getting a lot more comments than I used to, and so I thought it would be funny if we went back through some of the funnier comments. I've only got like 5 or 6. If we get more in future weeks and more funny ones, we'll go over them, but I did want to look at some of our funnier comments and just kind of comment on them. So let me bring this up. So I may need to scroll in. Let me guys know if you can't see that. Here we go. This is difficult to do and get the where I can see comments together. But anyway, this first comment I picked out comes from G. Phillips. This was on a Castlevania 64 speedrun, and he says, "Hey man, I don't think I've seen the band ending for Henry yet." And so I just wanted to clear up confusion on the band ending. Basically what happens is if you don't rescue any of the kids and you find the hidden tuba in the Castle Villa level, it's very hard to find. You have to get there very quickly. If you find that and then you don't rescue any of the kids, you get an ending where Henry basically says, screw it, leaves the castle, and he basically goes and joins like an 18th century brass band, jazz band, and all the kids die. So yeah, there's that. Let's go back and check out our next. How do I go next? Okay, here's our next one. This is our good friend Life of Dark Mark, and he says, Tekken, and this was on the Mortal Kombat 2 tutorial, by the way. He says, Tekken, can you advise why you were so awful at fatalities? Is it a computer issue? Please advise. Well, you didn't have to say it like that. I thought it was pretty good. Well, you're bad at leaving YouTube comments. How about that? Life of Dark Mark. I can into fatality. Just didn't feel like it that day. Next comment, please. I don't know why it doesn't want to let me just click the arrow and go to the next comment. It's very frustrating. There we go. Fine, I'll just load the next one up. Here we go. This is much easier to do. Next time we'll just do it this way. He says, this came from Review Fox, and he says, I still don't understand why Han Beidal killed Human Smoke in the King of Fighters 2007. I forgot what Smart Alec response I answered this with, but I believe he thought he was still possessed by Omega Shao Kahn Rugal, and so he just killed him, you know, for the safety of the realms, I would assume, something like that. Rosine Glimmer says, and this is on the Tekken 2 arcade version simulator video. That was a massive trash post I made, so be sure to check that out. He says, I challenge any one of you to boot this stuff up and try that for yourself. I believe this is a Main Man comment. I believe he's making fun of Main Man. If you haven't seen the video where he tries to beat the arcade version of Tekken 2, you need to go check it out. It's pretty funny. So I guess I should read this with my best Main Man accent, right? I challenge any one of you to boot this up and try that for yourself. That wasn't very good. That's the best I got. And then finally, these last two comments come to us courtesy of Miss Laura Womack on the Mortal Kombat 1 versus CPU tutorial. And she says, Mortal Kombat 1 is so bad. Okay, doesn't like Mortal Kombat 1, that's okay. And then she goes on to say, I hate Mortal Kombat 1, it sucks. So her hatred for Mortal Kombat 1 was of such a great mass and stature, she decided to leave two comments because one could not contain the hate that she had for Mortal Kombat 1. Hey, you know, it's a clunky game. It's certainly not aged well, but I get it. I get it. You really like Mortal Kombat 1. I get it. Anyway, those are this week's best comments. Nothing really cringy or hateful this week. I've got a few in the past. The YouTube comment viewing thing is awful. I don't like it. Because half of your comments, it just flags them as suspicious for no reason. And it's like, you need to accept this before we'll post it. And most of them are just innocuous things. And then there's no real way to sort like by old videos without going to the videos. It's kind of a pain. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to play some Tekken 7. So why don't we do that now? Everything's working fine, I think. Actually, I wanted to save that customization, I think. I wanted like the regular old school outfit with the black hair, but with the original mask. Okay, that's what I got. Great. So I did practice some few like wall splat and wall break combos with her earlier. I probably won't be able to remember a single one, but we'll have fun with this thing. We're going to have fun with this thing. Got to pull up ye old Appley guide. Alright everybody, point and laugh at the Wi-Fi player. Because it's cool to hate on Wi-Fi players these days. Here, we'll just go ahead and put that down there. We'll update that as needed. Wish OBS had some prettier fonts. Those fonts always look so... Which character are we hating today? Pretty much everyone that's not one of the ones I play. And here is Jack. I don't get to play Jack very often, so I'll probably get my tail beat, but I am interested to see how Jack plays, because I haven't really had the opportunity to play against too many Jacks, especially in Season 4. You know, in Season 1, he was just all over the place. He had Anakin and others that were just going to tournaments and doing very well with Jack. But now you don't see him as much. Ow. Oh, I like that. Throw into throw. Very nice. Will it kill? I got very lucky on that one. Usually if you block those big strings, they're fairly punishable. Should have whiff punished that. I'm not familiar with a lot of these Jack shenanigans, so you guys are going to have to help me out in chat. I've just never liked Jack, and it's not because of his playstyle or anything. It's just I've never been a fan of big chunky boys in fighting games. They're just not my cup of tea. He may have given up there at the end, I'm not sure. Jack probably still runs on data obtained from the first tournament. Yeah, I wonder if they're like still running like Windows 98. Gosh, did Tekken really? No, Tekken 1 came out before that. There was like Windows 95. I don't know how nice of a perfect that was. I think that guy kind of called it quits. Oh, there's another one. Probably the same person. I need to, where's Riven Mike? I need Riven Mike. I talked to him about making a Titanic's fact bot that would just spew out random facts about the Titanic for us. We need a bot. I don't know if like YouTube will let you have bots for your chat room like Twitch does. My pal Music Box over at Twitch speedruns Castlevania. She has Buttspot, which will take random people's statements and add the word butt to them. It's good fun. Oh, there we go. It's another one. Can you do that? Yeah, you can. I need to work this move into my repertoire more. I need to be using this to control space more. And I need to be using this. I need to be messing around with this more, especially at the wall. This is like one of her wall enders that I wasn't really using. I found out today you can do some neat stuff at the wall with that. We may have to go to the dreaded ranked mode. There doesn't seem to be any players matching us right now in player match, which is quite strange. Here we go. I guess I should have some heart and play the Wi-Fi players right. That might help.
Get ready for the next battle.
This is probably going to be like Tekken God Prime Eddie Gordo or something. Take no skills, savior, Devil Jin. Devil Jin's really good now. This guy's got S plus combo damage, so that makes me feel great. One of the guys in locals we play with plays Devil Jin, so I at least have some matchup knowledge. Usually I'm on the losing end of it as Kunimitsu. He's figured out my Kuni pretty hard. He definitely spent some time in the lab. I don't know why Namco keeps making Devil Jin so strong. It's almost like they just want Devil Jin to be a tournament character. Hey, Main Man can be salty. I mean, I get salty all the time. I'll probably get salty tonight. That's fine. I do agree with his point about how the community treats people who get salty bad. Like, so what? You got salty at a cheesy fighting game. No big deal. What the heck? That electric is so good. Ooh. Oh, I should have just down forward or something that hit on the ground. I gave that one away. If he's gonna just waivu in my face, I just need to launch him, because every time he's waivued like 3 or 7 times before he actually pulled the trigger on something. The infamous oh, so tricky. Yeah, like if you're just gonna do those shenanigans. What are you doing, Kuni? Hit him! Just a timing thing. I figured he would continue to press the attack. I knew that one was punishable. Oh, I do love a good blocked hell sweep. It's music to my ears. Oh, I should have launched him. Should have launched him for that. He could have launched me. Oh! Got him. Woo! I just like to joke there's two main man personas, the main man Sui and the salty man Sui. I think it's funny, but I do agree that people get treated worse than they deserve when they get salty. I say that like because getting salty means you already lost your patience and got not so nice for others. I mean, I think there's a definite difference between like, I hate this game, it makes me salty, versus like making personal attacks on the other person. I think that's where we miss the lineup. Because like if you're getting salty and you're like low tier godding it, like just talking about like the other person is trash on a personal level, like this person you probably never even met, I think that's completely different. But if you're just like, I don't like this game, why should Julia be able to buffer Mad Axes? Or you're just like, why is Devil Jin so good this season? I think those are legitimate complaints that you can have that opinion for a variety of reasons. So that's fine. That's no problem at all. I just think we can't make it personal. And that's very easy to do online because, especially if you're like me and you grew up playing arcade mode your whole life. And so you just kind of, like when you play online, you just have this habit of thinking of this as not another person. Like it's just a extremely cheap computer AI or something when it's not. I mean, this is a real person. That was annoying. Well, yeah, Tekken 4 Jin was like the best character in the game. And like pickups are another thing that really frustrate me in this game. Like stuff you think you can escape, but then it's a pickup. I hate pickups. They're so dumb. They just look stupid. Like, I understand why they work, and why you want to use them, but they look stupid in my opinion. I don't know what's going to happen here, because, yeah, of course they hit me. Yeah, I mean, there are some people that, like, legitimately try to make you mad, and you just kind of have to be the bigger person in that regard. Like, you meet those players who, like, they don't want to just beat you. They, like, after a certain point, they just, like, want to humiliate you. And, like, that's not really... I mean, yeah, you won. It's your right to, whatever. But it's just not... It's not very conducive to building a healthy, happy community, in my honest opinion. Where you at, Rage Art? Press the button, nothing came out. It's okay, it worked out. Oh, that's so dumb that he can do that. Like, I backed up to whiff punish that. I cannot believe I ran that back. Oh my gosh. That was incredible. Good game, my man. Good game. I clean up my desk area. It's too much trash. Including me, am I right? I need better pokes and mix-ups. I really gotta get in that back turn. He really likes doing that. That's kind of dumb that that's plus, but okay. That throw that takes like 6 years to break. See, I thought he took the hit. Never even seen that throw before. Oh, I deserve that. No, you have to up 3-4, Trent, you dummy. Oh, this stupid way. Like, why? Why should a character just be a 50-50 mix-up machine like that? It's so dumb. Yeah, I mean, really, Devil Jin is just like a storyline cutscene character at this point. He just, whenever Jin starts getting beat, he just turns into Devil Jin and does stuff. Just like Mishima's always resort to Hell Sweep on round 3 when they're losing. Ooh! Never even seen that string before. It's just like, Devil Jin's not very fun to fight against because it's just like a 50-50 blender at some point. Went right under my attack. Thanks, Harada. Just sidestep, bro. You'll miss all of Devil Jin's attacks. Yeah, see, like, that's not fun. Like, kudos to him for doing all that, but it's not fun. It's not fun to play against. I don't know if he messed up an input there somewhere or if... course, I'm one to talk about fun to play against because I know Kuni is very annoying. We should get a good one going. I've got to work on my wall stuff with her because that was just awful. It's supposed to be like wall splat into 1 down forward 1 and then that hold down 2 1 2 2 plus 1 thing.
Get ready for the next battle.
Watching intros now, alright. I hate that throw. What? Wonder how much Tekken prowess you had to have get a different name color. I feel like I've been on yellow forever. I got Lee back up to Genbu, but it still didn't change. I think that kick is punishable. Who's the better character, both gameplay and personality, Urien or Urian? I would go with Urian just because with the E. With my accent, it's probably hard to tell. Urian. Just because Urian is the more fleshed out character. Like Urian was just kind of like a last minute, oh crap, we got to release the game, we need another character. So they pretty much, there was another unused character called Maya that they pretty much, okay, that doesn't work. Fun fact. There was another unused character called Maya, and they pretty much just transferred Maya's story arc to Urian, except the game didn't have any story content in it, so not really. But yeah, I would definitely go with Urian. I've mained Urian for years in Daraku Tenchi, so I'd pick Urian. I don't know what that was, I've never seen that, it's not right. I mean, every move Devil Jin has is just so good. I hate that stupid throw. Well, this was a good match. We almost had him, but it's like you're at the walls. Like, ah, who cares? You lose. See, if I'd been prepared for the wall, we could have even ended things there. Oh, whatever. Stupid rage drives. Hate this game. Don't play Tekken 7. It's bad. You come back here right now, you Devil Jin player, you. The Lord has spoken. I'm right and he's wrong. I'm certainly not the Lord, but I have played Yuri in a long time. And if I remember correctly, in the Japanese community, Urian was like top tier until they figured out some more stuff with Urian that brought Urian back up to top tier. The dash punch is really good, and you can just like do a quick like just run in and like 1-2, and you can lock people down with Urien in that game. If you look up some tournament footage, there was a tournament a year or so back, then the footage is all on YouTube. You can go look that up, and like I think the top players were all like Urian, might have been some Haiji or two just from like people who were SNK heads, that type of stuff.
Get ready for the next battle.
But both Urien and Urian are both like super top tier in that game, just by, I don't know, probably because they had very little testing put into Urian, if I had to guess. It's so annoying to say those two. So we got Ajar Drigo here, who is mentor Lucky Chloe. Lucky Chloe is nothing to sleep on, though. They're kind of dangerous. You got to watch out for them. They got the cowgirl one. That's great. The scrunchie. Did that go right through her? Oh, I could have punished that. Bye. Oof. No, stop. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. I'll answer that in a second when I'm done with the See, like that's a situation I should have wall splatted. And then why is that not punishable? Why did that not launch? If Urian is just recycled Maya, then why is she value 01 with Urian being 0? Well, I mean, it just depends on the order that they program the final roster of the game into the character array. But Urian is definitely 00. So they probably, when they got ready to finish things up for the final build, they said, okay, we're just going to make this like budget character, which is Urian without the dress. And so they just put Urian in, and then they put Urian in afterwards, if I had to guess. Where did all my health go? You would think that, but that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just a matter of when they program the characters into the game, or the slots that they use. That would be a really interesting question to ask some fighting game devs sometime, is like, why is it that some characters were like the protagonist character? Like, why is the protagonist character over here at slot 5 instead of slot 01? Shouldn't they have been the first person you used? But if I had to guess, for the final build of Daraku Tenchi, they've made Urian, and then since they knew they were just going to do like a budget character, they just copied Urian's data into slot 2 and filled it out with new moves and stuff, and then went on with the rest of the cast. Like I would make the argument that Haiji Mibu is supposed to be the protagonist of Daraku Tenchi, and it's funny because his name essentially means 8, like Haiji. And then I believe he is also number 8 in the character array, if I remember correctly. He's 8 on the select screen, I know that. He was the 8th Ash Children project survivor. So there's just a lot of interesting stuff with the number 8 that goes on with Haiji Mibu. That game has so much deep lore. Like, you got to do I got to do the Daraku Tenchi iceberg video. Get in that deep lore. It's another Fing Wei. I wonder if this is the one we played last week. Punish! Oh, I thought I could whiff that. Kay, I can see why people would think Cool, because doesn't Kay have like the open shirt, which Cool also has? He gets the whole open shirt thing going on. He doing strings. I'll tell you who copied Harry Ness, and that's Maxima. That dude is like a straight up clone of Harry. Nope. Tried to steal a turn because we got into such a good rhythm there. Watch this. Whoop. Now you're in the corner. Ha! Now I'm over here. Oh, bye. Girls Not Blue. Been a long time. How you doing? I haven't played this iteration of Kuni. Did they build on her old moveset from Tekken 2, or is it a whole new set? So yes and no. They basically... In Tekken Tag 2, they revamped her as a character, and she was like a... I don't know what you'd call her. She's like a very, very different Yoshimitsu. She has a few of his moves, but mainly her own stuff for Tekken Tag 2. And this version is like a continuation of the Tekken Tag 2 character. Tekken 1 Yoshimitsu and Tekken 2 and all that was pretty much just Yoshi with like kunai moves. Not worth playing, so... If you lose this match, Sping will get a fin off. A spin off. What? Oof. Oh, got him. Ouch. Oh, Hygie is 07, that's right. But yeah, he's like 8th on the select screen, I think. Oh, I hate shoulders in this game. They're so good. This is a big epic Tekken match of the century here. I gotta start pressuring people with that more. I don't know why I'm forgetting about her best low. It's launch punishable, but I mean, you really just have to because it's her only scary low. And you're only getting a 4-4-2 off of it. The good thing about shoulders is they are always stupid punishable. Paul, Thing, you can just kill people that rely on his shoulder. Kuni's combos really screw up when you start messing around with the axis. They're not very reliable. Back off. Yeah, it's definitely fun to watch, as opposed to something that's extremely boring like Mortal Kombat 11. It's just such a big snooze to watch. MK10 was fun, but MK11 is so boring to watch. It's part of why the game died, I think. Yeah, if you look at Haiji, you can find a lot of things that relate to the number 8 with him.
Round one. Fight.
And see, like, why did that flip over instead of launch that time? That's a dumb mix-up. I hate that move. Like I hate everything else.
Round two. Fight.
You want to do the mix-up? We can do the mix-up. How about this? Oh, the shoulder. Oh no. Get up.
Great. Round three. Fight.
So you can't down one him out of that. Feng Wei is extremely evasive. It can be very frustrating to hit him with a good Feng Wei player with decent spacing. Ah, I walked right into that.
Round four.
Jareth the Goblin King. You know, that reminds me of the Babe. Oof. Oh, you activate exactly when he starts blocking. You decide to activate Rage Art. Good job. You remind me of the Cool. What Cool? Cool with the Cell. What Cell? The joke really doesn't work if you mix it up. You have to be at peace with having no friends. That's exactly right. I mean, just look at that face. Who could love that face? Like, only his mother, because the only one that could love that face. And fix the eyebrows, man. The Y-brows, that's not working for you. Fix that. Patch it out. Get rid of it.
Round one. Fight.
I guess he's practicing his hop kick. He's hit me with 2 things this round, both of which have been hop kicks. The unpunishable whiff. Wait, I have a long distance whiff punish. Why am I messing around with this nonsense? I'm surprised that worked. Usually I get screwed over and it hits and then it falls to the ground or something. I don't know if this will kill though. My health is pretty low, so it may. Nope. But that will.
Round 2. Fight.
Don't whiff against Kuni, whatever you do. No, stop that.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, I'm crazy enough to finish this string. You better watch out. Don't whiff. Oh, I knew there was going to be a low. Bye. Where the story would go if they actually killed off Heihachi and Kazuya. I don't know. I'm really interested to see what they do next time. I doubt they pull the trigger on killing off Kazuya. No doubt there's going to be some sort of like weird third-party villain that shows up and forces Jin and Kazuya to unite. I mean, that would just be too cliche to have two father versus son narratives back to back and like have the end result be the same. Because I mean, they pretty much promised us Heihachi versus Kazuya in this game, and that's exactly what we got. There was no variation, there was no like secret surprise, it was just straight up, here's what leads up to Heihachi and Kazuya finishing their fight. Oh, I hit down, no. Thanks for using that so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, they need to get back to some of the other characters having plot relevance. Like, I want to see Paul versus Kazuya rematch. I mean, I'm all for that. Let's go. Good patience, but it got him with a down one. Paul and Kuma would be, yeah, the main characters. Imagine the front of the case of Tekken 9, and it's just got like a split screen of Paul and Kazuya. I mean, Paul and Kuma up there. Yes, you have a shoulder, we're aware. Muda desu. Thanks for using that, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. I have been having some success at least baiting that rage drive out so I get it out of the way, and then you can apply pressure accordingly afterwards. Yeah, he is very rage-usy. It's always good to get that over with in the first round or first match, just to kind of figure out, does this guy use Rage Art? Does he use Rage Drive?
Round one.
I prefer not to use it unless it's like a last ditch thing. Oh, that still hit. Okay. Because you're going to need that rage damage to make a comeback, so. Nice fake. Caught you ducking. Darn. Oof. I hope Lars is bald in Tekken 8 as Tekken Tag's Dr. B ending foresaw. I don't even remember Dr. B's ending. I haven't played Tag in so long. Oh, I almost did it. So let's see. It's wall splat, down forward 1, 1, down 2 mess. KO. The only rage that landed is when he rage broke 6 controllers. I doubt it.
Get ready for the next battle.
Kazuya gets purple coat back and hosts a new tournament to lure Jin, and Hwoarang never really fights Jin at the tournament, and he has a new reason to fight. There's no reason to fight. You ain't got a reason? Well, I do.
Round one. Fight.
You think with all the thing way I end up playing lately, I would have learned these silly strings he has? And what's punishable? Okay, that's punished. God. Gosh, I love that move. It's so cool.
Round two. Fight.
That's another quick whiff punisher I need to be using, is that. Trying to hit me with a 10 string. Thought I could read him. Oh, that's cool. It's the Kunimitsu backswing blow. I need to use that.
KO. Round three. Fight.
Ooh. I'm gonna spin until I fall down. Spin it to win, baby. Spin to win.
Get ready for the next.
Dr. B's Tag 2 ending is that he analyzes the blood of the Mishimas and concludes that the Mishimas get bald at an early age, except for Kazuya and Jin because of the devil gene. I vaguely remember that now. It's hard to believe that it's been that long since Tekken Tag 2 first came out, and I played through and like saw all the endings and stuff.
Round one. Fight.
Alright. Now that I've made you duck. Ah, what is my wall bounce combo? Here it comes, look, here it comes. Yep, told you, there it is. Oh, I saw it, but didn't go down in time. Yeah, after Kazuya was announced for Smash, YouTube kept recommending me this video of like, it was basically making fun of the fact that Kazuya was in a Nintendo game, and it was like all the characters dressed up from Tekken 2 as Mario characters doing Miharu's throw. Halt! I am Reptar! Oh, you must have some friends. So why do you do that if it just leaves you back turn, like facing the enemy, like please kill me? Oh, the low parry, nice. Yeah, say like it just leaves you turned around. It's like, kill me. Oof. Oh, nice. Got me with that old monkey see, monkey do technique. Slow night tonight. Where's all my folks at? I need to get that Tekken 3 ending review done. It's just been such a crazy week around here work-wise and with everything else going on. Got him. Caught you ducking. Hey Review Fox, how you been? Good to see you. Oh, I blocked that attack for the first time in my life. I'm so happy. He shouldered his way out of that bad situation. Oh no. Finally, he had a reason to use the Rage Drive shoulder, and he didn't use it. See ya! You mean to tell me you guessed right on that low and it's not launch? Okay. Just need space. There we go. Walrong and Lily have setups that leave them turned around, but they have so many possibilities out of it. Yeah, like back turn is strong if you know what to do. And Kuni's back turn, like at high level, it's the best mix-up option you have, but I just have not mastered getting into it safely yet. It seems like it's very situational, like if the move that you use to transition gets blocked, you're just going to get jabbed out of it or something. Rejection counter 4, glad I made it. Yeah, just as a meme, I've been counting how many times we reject Wi-Fi matches because the Tekken community hates Wi-Fi players, apparently. He opens with that every time, and I fall for it every time. I could have launched that. How about this? No, what are you doing, Kuni? I have not seen the task of which you speak. Yeah, it's like he's turned around, I can just forward 2-3. I'm like, what's the point? Whiff punish. Not usually. I didn't really ever need them. I was such a dedicated gamer. 95% of the time I could just figure it out on my own. Occasionally I had GamePro magazine, so occasionally there would be a guide in there for something I was playing, and I would use it, but I didn't pay for very many of them. The one exception being Super Mario 64. When that game first came out, of course that game was like a milestone in gaming, right? That was like the introduction to 3D platforming was that game. So my mom actually, just of her own volition, saw the Prima Game strategy guide and bought it for me. Even though in 90s money, you know, we were broke and that was a lot of money. It was probably like $20 or $30 for that thing. I've still got it somewhere around here, so thank you, Mom. You're the best for buying that. But that was somewhat helpful in getting all the stars and coins in that game. And then The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. GamePro did a 3-part series on that game. Like once per month was like 3 parts of a strategy guide for that game. And I relied on that guide a lot to beat like the Water Temple. It took me till I was probably about 23 years old to memorize the Water Temple well enough to beat it without a guide. The Prima Games Ocarina of Time guide was fairly useful from what I remember. I didn't actually buy it and own it till I was in high school. Funny story about that. So I always just rented Ocarina of Time because, like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of extra money for video games growing up. We just rented a lot of games. And so there was this buddy that he also had Ocarina of Time. We used to play together a lot and talk about the game a lot. And his mom had bought him like the collector's gold cartridge with the strategy guide and like all the fancy pants stuff. Well, anyway, years later, we were in high school. And we had a science class together, and we got to talking about the old days. And I said, remember we used to play Zelda all the time? And so we got to talking about that game. And he's like, yeah, I still got that game, even though I don't care about it anymore. I said, I'll straight up buy it from you. And he said, what do you give me for it? And I said, well, how about $10? You know, I was just trying to lowball. And he was like, yeah, sure, I don't care. So he sold me the collector's edition gold cartridge for $10. And then he said the next day, he was like, hey, I've got the strategy guide too. Do you want it? I was like, yeah, I'll give you $1 for it. And he did it. And so I got the Prima Games official guide and the gold cartridge for $11, which is not bad. Good games, Reptar main. Let's move on and try to find a different matchup. Majora's Mask. I did not have the strategy guide to that, but a buddy of mine did, and I borrowed it from him for my first playthrough. Because like Snowhead and some of that stuff was pretty tough, especially if you wanted to get all the fairies. Especially with a time limit. That made it a lot harder. Ocarina of Time, you could just waste time and to bang your head against the wall until you figured it out. But Majora's Mask, you were on a timer, and so that made things a lot more stressful. But that game I actually saved up for and bought because I wanted that game so bad after playing through Ocarina and loving it. So I remember I pre-ordered the game at Babbage's of all places. That was back when Babbage's was still a thing. And so I pre-ordered it from there. No, it was just the cartridge. But I mean, $10 for the collector's edition cartridge is pretty good, I think. I mean, this guy's not really... I don't know, it's like there's gamers and then there's gamers these days. Like you have your casual gamer who might play like Fortnite, COD, you know, your average shooter of the week, but they don't go really deep, in depth. And he kind of moved into that level. Like he streams, like I think on Facebook nowadays, like Call of Duty or something. But he wasn't a very gamer, if that makes sense. So he's probably not too interested in Zelda, so it worked out. Oh no, we're in the blender, Got her. I like how they've got Bayonetta as their picture and they're playing as Zafina, who looks kind of like Bayonetta. You shouldn't go into Scarecrow stance at range against characters with good range punishment because you cannot block in Scarecrow. I do remember that from my time as a Zafina player. You've got some shenanigans, but you cannot block. He probably could have gotten more, but I think it was the old buddy price, honestly. I don't know what's going to happen here. I didn't know if she could block out of that or not. I just went right. You see that nice mid crush there? Good job, Harada. Don't you try to back one me. This character is extremely annoying. It's one of those, haha, you can't do anything characters. Was I ever legit scared of a game? Maybe a few things. Usually I would get scared, like, not while I was playing the game, but after I turned it off and I had to go to bed. That's when I start getting scared or whatever it was. Like, I can remember the first time I got to the adult market in Ocarina of Time and being scared of the Redeads when I went to bed. Resident Evil Remake was pretty scary on GameCube the first time I played that through. Because like I didn't know where all the jump scares were and where the zombies would come through the wall. And so the first playthrough of that game was really scary because you didn't know what could happen at any given point. Like I remember being afraid to leave the game on without saving or being in the menu, like the pause menu, because I was afraid like the zombies might come get me and kill me while I was away from the screen. What were you thinking, my dude? That move is nearly impossible to do anything about in this game. Oh, how did she block? That doesn't seem fair that you can block that launch punishable low and just go into a stance and get out of it. Enough of your unga bunga shenanigans. I screwed that combo up. I've got to practice some combos, get a little better at that. This is not fun to play against. I love all these characters that crush mids. It's so fun. You press one button, you get launched. You see that forward 4-2 is guaranteed, except on Zafina. Just had to throw out a bunch of nonsense there at the end and hope it worked out. I hate characters that roll around on the floor. That's always been my weakness. See, I had the thing lined up and just some magical BS happens and you're getting launched into Rage Art. Rage Arts were also a mistake. We'll take it. He's like, oh, my knee collapses. I like Zafina a lot more than I do Valdo. But they are very similar, and I need to learn some of the stance nonsense. I played a little Zafina about a year or two ago. She's really, really strong in this game after being just garbage for 2 games. Like that down back 1+2 is super good. She has a lot of really frisky stuff. It's annoying. frisky stuff. What does that even mean, Trent? Let's go. Oof. See, that just goes under mids. Like, no problem. Ducking mids. Perfectly acceptable. I mean, she's just made to piss you off because none of your moves will hit. Probably a bad decision, but I needed to take a minute to slow the momentum of this fight for a second. It could not have worked out better. I guess to beat her, you would really have to learn her strings, and you would have to have a lot of character-specific knowledge as far as like what my moves will hit her stance options. Get off. Sometimes you just gotta John Rambo it with the cheesy lows, man. When in doubt, cheese them out. Oh, don't leave. I was gonna make espresso. It's no fun. For all the grief I give, I do enjoy a good set against an equal skill opponent using a tricky character because it's fun to kind of try to figure him out. What was my counter hit 2 combo with this? Oh, there's another one. If you could change a Tekken 5 character was the hero and truly won the tournament and make one canon, what would it be? Probably not Lee, just because his ending is so goofy. I mean, if they wanted to give him some sort of... The problem is that they've kind of Dragon Ball Z'd themselves with the characters. They pretty much said if you're not Paul or a Mishima, you can't compete with the Mishimas, so it's kind of unrealistic to think about Lee winning anything at this point. But that would be neat, like a change of pace, just like Lee pulls this crazy upset victory and the game is just like what happens to the Mishima Zaibatsu if he took over it. But I think honestly I would have picked Wong Jinrei, and like he's nowhere near the main plot in Tekken unfortunately, but Wong had the best ending in Tekken 5 in my opinion. It was actually somewhat emotional and it made sense for him to defeat Jinpachi since that was his best friend. So I don't know, they could have gone a lot of interesting directions with that. They could have even made it so like Wong Jinrei died and then the Mishima Zaibatsu had this like power vacuum or whatever and the tournament was to decide who would take over. I mean, there's so many things they could have done with the Wong Jinrei ending and they just didn't happen, not canon. Silent Hill 2 was really scary and I played that when I was older and it was still scary, so that was a good testament to that game. I remember while I was playing through that game the first time, I was working really late at my job I had at that time. And I just remember being by myself, being kind of freaked out, thinking about some of the creepier parts in that game. You punch her in the face, but don't worry, she still gets a full combo. Get that back turn mess out of here, girl. Ow. Ah! Thank goodness it hit. See, Xiao Yu, you can do pretty good against any Xiao Yu if you just be patient, don't press buttons. That's what they want, is they want you to press buttons like I did there. They like to do this stupid, annoying flowcharts to piss you off, to make you make mistakes. That's Xiao Yu's whole game plan. This is an absolutely horrible Xiao Yu custom, by the way. Xiao Yu is kawaii schoolgirl, not Terminator. How dare you. But once you get caught in the blender, there's really nothing you can do. See, that's bad manners there at the end, but it's okay. Whee! Thanks a lot, Kunimitsu combo hitboxes. I hate you so much, Ling Xiao Yu. It appears to the male fantasy. Yeah, guys only want one thing in Tekken, and it is disgusting. Like, her entire moveset is just designed to piss you off, and it succeeds. Full of cheesy, quick moves, evasion. I still think she's one of the more unfair characters. If you want to try to say a character's unfair, I think Xiao Yu is. She doesn't play by the same rules. It's kind of the whole Zafina, like, ducking mids thing. It's very annoying. See, that's so dumb. Like, I had her beat, but because she can turn around and just avoid all attacks. It's fantastic. A rare trade that didn't end up with me getting launched. How wonderful. Just down one everything. Oop, that's a launch. That's not what I wanted to do there, but okay. I hate rage arts, they're not any fun, they ruin this game for everyone. Why would you want to sidestep it if you know it's coming? Just block and launch. That's all you do. Yeah, you better run, mighty ruler Xiao Yu. I remember when I played RE2 Remake, Mr. X freaked me out on the first playthrough. RE2 Remake was scary, and probably that game's biggest weakness is what made it a scary game. It's because the enemies were so bullet spongy that you legitimately had to fear the enemies. Like a lot of the Resident Evil games, they made the zombies too weak. Yeah, I'm going to call his mom. And do you know that your son or daughter is playing Ling Xiaoyu in Tekken? You need to tell him to stop that. Ling is very annoying. I've always hated playing against Ling. At least you can down 3. If you're playing Lee, you can down 3 her AOP stance. That's nice. There's few things on the internet funnier than an angry heiress. It's a shame that he hates Tekken now. Brian Fury. You don't see Brian Fury as much as you used to. When I first started playing this game online, I would legit get up and run into like 5 Brian Furies in a row. Is there a content creator I'd like to play against? I'd love to play against I'm Your Father and just like see what I could learn from him as far as Lee shenanigans. He would destroy me, but I think I could learn a whole lot from him. Wow, I just got hit by a snake edge. Brian is one of my least favorite characters in Tekken, like for sure. Not even because of his gameplay, just because of his personality. He's so boring. It's like, he's a cybernetic man who screams really loud and yells all the time. That's so fun. Haha, he is Tekken. No, he's not. He's annoying. The very hard to punish orbital doesn't help either, but gameplay-wise, he's fine, I guess. I was holding back, thank you. And the fact that his like 10-frame jab is a combo launcher, a counter hit launcher is great. Everything this man does launches. It's like, oh, that's launch on counter block, whatever that means. This guy likes to duck. We're gonna start hitting him with some mids. Kill, kill, kill. Yeah, Brian should be like the last boss in like Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, the Genesis port or something. I gotta stop ducking again. This guy loves to duck, man. I'm just gonna start hitting him with mids. Aha! Gotcha. The key with Brian Fury is to not panic and don't duck. Unless you see the snake edge, which you should be able to react to. And if you can't, you can learn to react to it, because that's what I had to do. I know I didn't block the one earlier, but I'm usually pretty good about my snake edges. On Brian, anyway. I tend to fall for, like, Lily's is the worst. I always just sit there and look at it. It's like, ugh. Yeah, see? This guy likes to duck, so we're going to start hitting him with mids. Yeah, see, he keeps trying to duck like the second or third hit. Can I get off the ground, please? Bye. This is a game where you fight bears and pandas. At this point, anything is allowed. That is a good point, Forbes magazine. Yeah, that whole, like, Brian Fury lay thing, they just kind of quietly dropped all that. It's like, forget it. That would require actual effort on the part of the story team. You can hit me with that whiplash kick all day. Oof! And he still gets a launch. I swear, the characters I play have the worst trades. It's like, I receive full combo launch. You receive death. I'm not going to block a single snake edge now, am I? Oof, I tried to backdash. I didn't know he just opened with it. Well, that wasn't fun. I figured he'd do it again. I figured he was like, we got to take this around quick, so I'm just going to open with Snake Edge so I get my combo damage to start off. That was strange. Just going to eat this guy up with mids until he stops ducking, and then I'll do some high pressure on him. Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon have a better rivalry than Lay and Brian. Oh yeah, Jen's pretty salty about that. Like, you know, he's like this wannabe edgelord. I don't know. He literally turns into the devil. So I mean, I guess he is kind of edgy. Oof! I shouldn't have pressed there. Yep. See. That's a mid. Second hit tracks. Kuni has decent enough mids, I guess. Like, that's a nice little mid poke. I believe it's safe. Mid, son. Mid. Why did you duck? Probably could have got me, but you ducked. Let's see if he knows how to block this. Ow. Oh! Say I'm pretty good with snake edges. Don't block a single one. Ow. Ow. The Mexican food is excellent where I live. Of course, I've never been anywhere with bad Mexican food. It's definitely more Tex-Mex, but it's still good. Oh, he got screwed on that one. I beat out his... Oh! Got the full one. Let's go. I'm so busy about the whiff punish, I'm not even sitting there paying attention for the snake edge. Gotcha. I like how you can go into any Mexican restaurant across the country and ask for a P5 and you will get chicken, cheese, and rice, like no matter where it is. Chimichangas are good. I like burritos. I like tacos. There was some sort of like rolled cheese shell thing I get sometimes that's really good. Grilled fajitas are excellent. If you're feeling a little healthier, just get the grilled chicken fajita. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, Lei and Brian, that's like some old school Tekken lore. Like super old school Tekken lore. Super, as Main Man would say. Well, I didn't do so well that round. I don't think so. It sounds good, but I don't recall trying one. Ow. Oof. Stupid move. There's too many like flip overs in this game. That's another like just thing about Tekken 7 in general I don't like. There's too many like flip kicks and like weird Oki reset things. I don't like that. And you can call me a scrub. Again, I don't care. I just don't care for all the flip overs in this game. Especially when you have characters like Devil Jin and Julia. Julia is probably worse than Devil Jin. Just have like crazy range and flip overs, and it's like you got this knocked on the ground, you got to play this 50-50 game to even get up and try to play Tekken. The neutral is definitely the fun part of Tekken. Oh, pressed rage art didn't come out. Stupid. Why do you Americans love to put so much ice in beverages? Like recently I went to Applebee's and so I got a Coke with 90% ice. I don't know. And I'm an ice person. Like my wife is not. So like if we go to the restaurant, mine always has a lot of ice and she will always ask for like just ice at the top. But I think I've figured out the secret. The top tier strat is to get ice just at the top of the drink and then move the straw upwards so that you drink the liquid that is around the ice. That's the top tier strat, because then you get the best of both worlds. You get the ice cold drink, but you don't have to have like the water. It doesn't get watery quite so fast. But yeah, I don't know why we like so much ice. I guess we just really want it cold. Pressuring this guy with this to make him duck so I can continue to kill him with mids. Not gonna pressure me with that crap. Now we're playing Tekken, son. I don't even know what's going on. Okay, let's go. I wish you could backdash out of a snake edge, but that range is insane. Hit him with the counter hit. Failed to break the throw. It's okay. I don't know. I don't mind like some of the food to touch on the plate, American style. Depending on what it is, if it's like a good Southern style home cooked meal, some of that stuff actually goes well together. So you want it. Stupid pesky lows. Oh, what was that? That was a bad decision on my part. Counter hit. Let's go. Oh, I hate Brian Fury so much. It's not what I want to do. One chance. I don't know why. I always whiff, no matter how hard I try. Brian Fury's mannerisms make every Brian Fury player bad manners by default. You can't help it. Yeah, you just get ice with a side of drink. I mean, you can ask, you know, because business is everything here. So you say, hey, can I get, you know, just very little ice? And usually they will oblige you. Especially if it's like a sit-down place and you tell them you want less ice. They'll give it to you. Oh, you got lunch that time, didn't you? Let's go. Here, let me sidestep it like knee and then just fail miserably on the punish. Classic Divinicus. That was a good round. I enjoyed that. I just had to punish that with 1-1. I can't launch that. I gotta remember that. It's like the best low he has besides Snake Edge. Got it. That was a good game. I thought I played that very well. Very defensively solid. Didn't panic, didn't press buttons. Up, pressed the button, got launched. You pretty much just have to hold that. Oh no. And here comes the comeback. I had it, and then we screwed it up. Nice duck. Yeah, way to screw up a nice launch. Stop. Ah. Would you send your kids to Japan to study? I mean, what do I look like? Heihachi? There would have to be a reason for it. Like, I did some study abroad in Japan when I was younger because I got a scholarship and the opportunity to do so. So yeah, if my kids got the opportunity, of course. But if it was, as far as just like, hey, because I'm your dad, I want you to go to Japan, no, I wouldn't do that. This may not hit. Oh, it did, thank goodness. I mean, if they got the opportunity, yeah, I would send them because study abroad is an amazing once-in-a-lifetime thing. So, yeah. Me and Bump were going at it in Tekken Bowl yesterday. Yeah, I hate I haven't been able to come play with you guys here recently. Tekken Bowl is legit. Like, Tekken Tag 1 Bowl is really good.
Get ready for the next battle.
I need to try some Brazilian cuisine. Like we have a and yeah, I would. I am planning to do that, Felipe. I've tried like a Brazilian steakhouse, but I'm not sure how authentic it is. There's a Texas Day Brazil we've gone to for like anniversaries and things a few times. I don't know if you're familiar, but it's like a very high-end Brazilian steakhouse. And it's really nice, but I don't know if that's like legit Brazilian food. Super good though. If you're a carnivorous type eater and you don't have a problem with the meats, you'll like Texas Day Brazil. I would not recommend going if you were a vegetarian sort. It would not be a lot for you to eat. Yeah, I hate this pokey playstyle with Brian. You just can't do anything. Ooh, I got the counter hit. You just want to stand and wait. We can play throw mix-ups. We can do that. Did he duck? Oh, that stupid crush move. Hate armor breaks or whatever. Today on Whiffing Moves with Trent. Ow. Like, why does that launch if I'm getting off the ground? That's another thing I don't like about Tekken. Older Tekkens weren't like that. The Oki was very respectable, I guess. You didn't have to worry so much about laying on the ground. Like, am I going to get up into a, 50% launch? You could just play Tekken. Like, some characters were good at Oki and some weren't. And this is another problem with Tekken 7 is the generic, how do you even say that? The genericide of a lot of the characters. Like everybody has these crazy like steel pedal type flip kicks and like wall ground setups and like crazy Oki. Earlier Tekkens were much more subdued in that respect and certain characters had better Oki. And so it made the game more interesting because you might get a character who had the crazy Oki but he was lacking in some other aspect. But then you would get characters who didn't have it Oki, but they were good at other things, so it balanced out. Oh no. Typical. I think it was Lee that got sent to America by Heihachi to study because that's why he has some of Law and Paul's moves in the early series is because he trained in America with them. You could ask for more, Felipe. Like you could do rare, and then they had some things that were more cooked, and like they would bring the food around, and like if you saw something that was too bloody for you, you could ask them like, "Hey, I want this piece of meat. Will you go back and cook it for me?" And they would. That spin. Hit him with the spin cycle. Gotta work on that sidestep launch. I should just sidestep down forward too. That might be a little easier. Setsunagake. GameStop trade. This guy really loves to duck. If I would ever start using mids, he would be toast. Yeah, you see? Why is that not launch punishable? We'll lay on the ground? Okay, we can lay on the ground. His controller may have gotten disconnected or something there.
Get ready for the next
I remember bowling a 300 one time, Mooski, on the Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection PSP. It had Tekken Bowl. I bowled a 300 on a school trip one time, sitting on the back of a school bus. In fact, that's how I graduated, because once I did that, I just showed it to them, and they're like, "Oh, he can't learn anything else here." Look at this flow charting here. This is great. Launch Ken 7 and the Wild Ambition. I don't know what that was. I've never seen that. Alright, let's get cheesy, America. There we go. Not sure what happened there, but okay. Me and these hard reads. Oof. Got him. Bye. As soon as I saw him duck, I said, no, he's going to eat this unblockable. Wasn't ready for it. Nope. Don't give up on me. Oh yeah, I'll give you a call and you can trick me to the bus stop and take me home and cut me up. I'm just kidding, I'll remember that. San Paulo. I need to try an authentic Brazilian steakhouse. I bet it would be good. Yeah, there's so many like old rivalries in this game. Like if you just started around Tekken 6, Tekken 7, Tag 2, you wouldn't know about all the old rivalries in this game. Like who remembers Bruce Irving and Lei Wulong? Who remembers that rivalry? Anybody? Anybody at all? Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm out here doing strings. He's trying that Lee Chaolan forward 4-3 strategy. I thought I had him. Thanks, Fox. I thought they had me. What about if we make it to 1,200 subs, if we're not already there, we do a stream where I can only speak in Star Fox 64 quotes? That would be fun. Why is Orbital not punishable? Kill me. Thanks for finishing that combo. And that's all she wrote. Yeah, when Lee actually had a chance of standing up to Kazuya. But again, it's the Dragon Ball Z problem. Did I just wall into an unblockable? Amazing. Ow. Yeah, I gotta get with Riven Mike and have him make some bots for the stream. We need the Titanic Fax bot, and we need the Alex Easley bot, which will just yell out announcer quotes from Fighting Layer every so often. That would be amazing. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to fake out on that one. Do not taunt me. Oh, good game. I think... Okay, so this is some old Tekken lore that most people don't know. So Bruce's whole thing in the King of Iron Fist Tournament 2 was that he was in a plane crash and lost his memory. And so some other silliness happens, and he ends up being hired by Kazuya to be one of his personal bodyguards during the second tournament. And Bruce was like an ex-cop alongside Lei Wulong, and so that's why they fight each other in Tekken 2. But the whole thing was pretty much just dropped after Tekken 2 and not really mentioned again. And then it wasn't helped by the fact that Bruce went away for Tekken 3. Stupid. Oh, we're at the wall already. Okay. The finest of canned foods. I used to get out to California a good bit actually for work, but not so much these days because of COVID. Stop. Oh, how is that not punishable? Get me Mishima Star on the phone right now. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. Don't duck. Oh yeah, Lei was an unlockable character in 4. Oh, it's so dumb. Gotta throw one out there every now and then, keep them honest. This won't kill, but maybe at least put us in a good position. AKA right in the wall, that's wonderful. Oh, he didn't. Making this too easy. I mean, that's really true. I've always thought it would be interesting to sit down one day with like an Excel chart and play ranked for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, and then just like tally up each character that I play. If I play like 1 to 2 matches with everybody and just keep going. You're just going to see a lot of the same folks, if I had to guess. Nice block. Ah. I'm gonna mix up my timing. It went right through him. Caught him ducking. Oh, that was like the worst thing I could open with for a Snake Edge. Yeah, see, like this flip over stuff where it's just like you guess wrong. Like, what if this is your first match online and you don't know about side rolls and stuff, which the game doesn't tell you, by the way. And so you just get this guy and he just constantly like steel pedals you over. You're probably not going to stick around very long. You're like, this game is stupid. I don't want to play this game. Oh. Every time. No duck. Thanks. Yeah, he always does. I don't know what that move is, like the yeah that kind of stuns you, the overhead with Brian. He always does like 2 of those in a row into orbital, or sometimes a third one. So I've just figured out to just sidestep and launch him. Yeah, Tekken bowling is legit fun. You're right, Girls Not Blue. It's extremely fun. Tekken 7 bowl is not as good. For whatever reason. Probably the original Tekken Tag Bowl was my favorite. I gotta figure out what direction to sidestep some of this like little ha 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 poke you out stuff. I hate armored moves. They ruin this game. Alright, he thinks that we can just hit low out of that. It's time for some sneaky mix-ups. As soon as I get done eating a Snake Edge. Tekken racing, yeah, like Tekken kart racing. Ah, the orbital. Bane of every honest Tekken player's existence is the orbital. Not this time. We got you. I'm Brian Fury. I'm an angry cyborg with no story, personality, or anything. No, don't leave. You have to think of things that would be able to fit into the Tekken engine easily. What could we do? Like Tekken table tennis, that would be fun. And you could do like a tag aspect to that. That would be fun. Of course, Tekken bowling is already a thing. Tekken ball was fun. Like they should bring that back and like make it a little more in-depth. Tekken figure skating. What was that counter hit 2 set up? Yeah, Tekken ball was a thing. Tekken tennis. Tekken extreme beach volleyball. Yeah, I knew I was leaving out a hit of that. Yeah, I could get 70 off of that. Tekken foosball. Maybe just like it's foosball, but the characters are all little Tekken bobbleheads instead of normal ones. That would be funny. Here's another very annoying character. Tekken drunken darts. Tekken beer pong. Tekken fishing. Tekken dog racing. How about Tekken American style football, because I don't know anything about soccer. How about a Tekken fighting game? That would be fun. Instead of a juggle simulator. You there? Or are you just okay? I need to lab that. Oh, that was fun. Bye. Oh, I always forget her rage art is safe, because that's fair. She needed a safe rage art to go with her other BS. With her magic mid-crushing properties. And again, pickups, the bane of my existence in this game. That track sidestepping, my man.
Round 3. Fight.
There we go. Ooh, that wall carry. Thank you for using that very punishable string. Nope. Get the crap out of here. What? I knew that had to be punishable. If you're going to get the safe Rage Art into that, the next hit had to be punishable. Plugging inbound. I wish those were longer. Tekken dating sim. Yeah, I've been meaning to do a video about like if there's a season 5, what should be in it. And I really think it's time for the single player, like casual folks, to get something. Because the crazy competitive folks, they're obviously not going anywhere, so why not throw a bone to the casuals? Get them playing the game again, maybe get some new people buying it. How about Leroy and Fakamram, and their reason for being rivals is because they're both broken pay-to-win characters when they were released? How about that? That's their rivalry. You can duck that Rage Art? Okay. Put that in the old memory bank. I thought it was just safe, but you can duck it. That makes sense.
Get ready for the next battle.
16-bit Bump says, no, season 5. What's up, Bump? Good to see you. How you been, man? No season 5. Just give me patches. Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with that. I'd be fine with that. That'd be okay. I don't even really know who else you add character-wise. All the new characters have been pretty trash, in my opinion. I know you like Lydia, that's fine, but I'm not really a big fan of any of the new characters.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. Oh, this character, I swear. You can never attack because you're never safe. Thought he hit me with that frame perfect rage quit for a second. Oh, that parry is so dumb. Yeah, just like, hey, I don't want to defend, parry. Into full combo. The dumbest character ever conceived.
Round 2. Fight.
I also hate this stage because you just spend half the match falling through the floor. I don't know what that was. I've never seen that. Well, that move is good. When in doubt, spin to win. Because he has an orbital, because of course he does. Yeah, I'm wondering if this guy Leroy is way up to Fujin, and no offense against him, but just because he's... Like, I've hit him with an awful lot of this. And usually if you start doing that against Fujins, and they'll let you have it. Should be it. Bye. Thank goodness he gave me that second chance there, because I don't know how to wall. Here, we're going to make him watch the outro for playing Leroy. They need to make a Capcom versus SNK 3 so Sean and Shingo can dominate. Yeah, do you like how I just win quit him? Probably the same guy again. He'll probably beat me this time. Pretty much all 10 hits were a death sentence in early Tekken, because your health bar had like 10 points in it. So you get hit 10 times, you're dead. Oh, Armor King, here we go. Here's a real honest Tekken player. Here's a good man right here. That's going to be a spooky KIT. What a horrible night to go 0-2. Which is probably what I'll be doing. I don't even mind watching the intro because he's Armor King. What a cool dude. Let me tape my mask on with some masking tape for how easy it falls off. Oh, we went right over it. This guy out here jumping mids. Oh, I had the snake edge beat and I swung. Nope, I broke it. Get that giant swing out of here. Leroy is just the Tekken version of General from Kaiser Knuckle. Oh, I gotta remember, I think that's a low, or a high rather. Oh, that move is so dumb. It's like the cheesiest unblockable in this whole game. Stop. Quit that. Oh, that picks up? Because of course it does. Everything in Tekken 7 is a pickup. The trade got me. You can tell by the way I use my walk that I'm staying alive. I thought that was... I was hoping he'd try for the interrupt. Gotcha. Not bad, Usurper Armor King. Oh yeah, hey Rasmus, how you doing by the way? You came in late. Yeah, Bump, I'm gonna try to go. Probably go with you guys. We gotta get shirts. We gotta get the Just Swing shirts and like all wear them. Kumite in Tennessee is in Nevada this year, isn't it? I am a perfect soldier. I need to get on Fightcade one night and play you guys at some games. That would be fun. Do like so. It would be like what Main Man does, except trash like that. We could play some Duraku Tenchi, Kaiser Knuckle. Play some survival arts. I'm not a big fan of the Polish president character. Mainly because of the crappy, like, tone-deaf reveal that she had. Like, her reveal, like, she's definitely a better character than, like, the credit she was given. Like, she, except for that stupid hell sweep she has that's unseeable. But other than that, she's pretty honest. And she got nerfed in the recent patch. Oh, it's a rival battle. It's a fated battle, guys. Give me strength, Fatalist. Help me defeat your main. That picks up at the wall, by the way. I learned that today. You can do that full string. It picks up at the wall. Oh, he got me with flash. I think this is an actual first Don, so I'm not gonna be. But he's still a Yoshimitsu, so we have to show no mercy. Do not flash me. I will call the police. Bump says she needs that hell sweep. She's definitely more in need of it after her patch. She was a little bit too safe on stuff pre-patch. We did it, guys. We defeated Yoshimitsu and we got the sword. Now we can bring it to Mama Kuni, and she can use it to resurrect Jun Kazama for Tekken 8. Kunimitsu Jr. versus Air Conditioner. Yeah. I posted some HVAC stuff to the Kunimitsu Discord the other day. Remember in like the old Soul Calibur games, I think it was Soul Calibur, when you would get to your character's like rival in the pre-fight thing, it would be like fated battle. That was really cool. Even in back turn shenanigans. Oh, we got another one. When Jin isn't bored sitting in thrones, he's playing Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, he better not cut himself on that edge. Yeah, watch out, don't cut yourself on that edge. It's 30 till. Why don't we play some Lee? That'd be fun. Gotta get the old main out. Part of me wants to pick up Zafina again because I was playing with her earlier today and I was having fun doing the back one just frame. No, he had to use the sword to rescue his grandfather from the Shadow Realm. That's what it was for. And there is no fair Tekken, only honest Tekken. Maybe. If you're playing like Tekken 2, just because it didn't have plus 40 on block down forward 1. X, Y, A. You can unleash a devastating combo by going to practice mode and learning how to play the game. Zafina is really fun unless you're playing against her, and then she's really annoying. She's stupid good. She has Tekken 2 level movement. She has forward 4, which is a homing, safe, long range kick, which I think tail spins on hit too. It's really good. Oh, there's no 1 credit clear update tonight. Sad day. Lily. I never get to play against lilies, but when I do, they usually just annoy me to death. Thought I had it. Oh yeah. I completely borked that combo. I might even could have ended the round had I got that. Oh, she hit me in the can. In the air. No. I smell a lily flowchart. Sebastian for Season 5. You take that back right now. Oh, a little lag spike there. This is definitely one of the more patient lilies I played, especially for a Mighty Ruler. I ran into one the other day, and by the time I figured the flowchart out, they left. But they would basically like do this. They would like basically do this like, hey, here's an easy to block move into this low to chip you. And then when you went low because you thought more lows were coming, they would launch you. By the time I figured it out, they left. Gosh, I love Tekken. That was fun. Oh, Acid Storm, yeah. It's a great whiff punish launch, but it's also extremely terrible on block. Well, on block it's safe, but it has a very obvious high stuck right in the middle of it. So any player that knows what they're doing will just duck and launch you right in the middle of it. It's a shame I stream on Mondays because I think they've been doing the beer league on Monday nights. I actually watched it that Monday I was off. I was able to watch some of it. I gotta figure out what this guy's doing. A lot of it is just waiting on me to whiff stuff because he knows I'm Lee and I have no good moves. Got this Skies of Arcadia looking lily going on here. I don't even know how to play against this kind of playstyle. What range? Should have been honest with a mid.
Round 3. Fight.
Lily's one of those characters that's very easy to get frustrated against because it's one of those where like every move looks like you just barely miss. You used to could reset damage with Lee's Rage Art in some situations, but they may have patched that. Ah! Bye. What the? But don't forget there are many guys like you all over the world. So is that some sort of Lily guard break? What the heck is that move? Should I be like sidestepping that last hit? I hate her entire moveset. I don't know why I went with the mid one, because this person has not yet ducked the high, so I might as well just keep sticking with the high until they show me they're going to duck it.
Get ready for the next battle.
What's the 10th? What's the 10th? What's the 10th? Did he get a 1 credit clear on Perfect Soldiers yet? That's what I want to know. And did he get a 1 credit clear on Tao Taito? This is one of those annoying players that just always seems to launch when you duck. It's got to be like a flowchart. And I wasn't ready on the trigger there. Did you think me a fool to let you sidestep my running 3-4? See, like, that's some little Lily razzle-dazzle there, like, intentionally whiff this because you've got time to beat out the attack. Oh, I grabbed her. That's BS. This game is broken. Fix your game, Harada. Okay. Here's an idea. Monday night stream, but I can only talk in quotes from Street Fighter 1. Like all 4 of them. Dang it. Let's just stand back there and just poke you out. Stupid character. I thought Criticom was a PlayStation game. I mean, I guess you could just do a no death run and call it a 1 credit clear, but Virtua Fighter 2, the AI is extremely annoying. Virtua Fighter 3, I've never played. Never played 3 Super Turbo. Sonic the Fighters runs off the Fighting Vipers engine, so that's got to be extremely cheap, just like Fighting Vipers is. Soul Cal 1 and 2 probably wouldn't be too bad. Killer Instinct is not too bad if you know what to do. Oh, Fist of the North Star. That's one of those annoying guild games where like the last boss gets his health back. But it's a good game. Caught you ducking. Everything is faster than you because you're Lee and all your moves are terrible. Sometimes a simple combo is best. I gotta figure out that stupid like armor break or whatever it is. She had the right idea, but not the execution. Sometimes you just have to rage it out. I demand that he cover Criticom. I don't know, Criticom might be easy to beat because it wasn't made with quarter munching in mind. Best I remember from Admiral's playthrough, it was just extremely slow. The good thing about Tekken 8 is that Noctis won't be in it. I hope. Even though him and Lars are like buddies, apparently. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. If I'd done what I wanted, she would have got smacked into the ground. Got her. Good game, Rapsui. I think this guy is probably very highly ranked with some other character and just learning Lily, because to be Mighty Ruler and have 4 wins, either that or he's just hopping into player match for the first time. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Noctis is dead. Well, thank God for that. So no Noctis in Tekken 8. Let's go. Who did he use? Did he use? I think I answered this before, or you answered this before, and he used Star Saber. Even though I would argue that Satin Sect is the better character. Power Crush. Lag Spike. Stupid pokey moves. Get that out of my stream, Bump. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Could you imagine if Lars had a Warp Strike? Yeah, give Lars Warp Strike. Lars is still paying penance for being top tier in Tekken 6. He can't have a warp strike. He's got to be in the bottom of the tier barrel for another game. Caught you ducking. Ah, could have ended this. I guess that attack just forces you to duck the next one. I don't know. It looks like some sort of weird guard break thing. I got into a discussion with a guy on my comment section one time, and he told me that Bushido is top tier for competitive play in that game because he has some busted stuff. Everybody has wall carry. Like Kuni has wall carry, Lee has wall carry, freaking Armor King can wall carry now. King has wall carry. Everybody has wall carry. It ain't like Tekken 5 where it's like, oh, he can go from wall to wall. He's a good character. It's like, yeah, Geese can wall carry, Leroy can wall carry, Lily wall carries, Julia can wall carry, Eliza can wall carry. See, nothing to it now. Whoops. Oh, of course it did. Oh! Nice. She's dead too. I swear her entire moveset is just designed around do this and then the other person can't hit you. Here, let me mess up the... I did the back two forwards and then screwed up the easy part. Ah! Nice. You mean completely stupid broken? Range. Oh no, they figured out that second hit is high. Oh, there's always another hit with Lily, isn't there? I swear the game generates button prompts for the enemy player. It's like, press this and the move will keep going. Yeah, I guess you just hold that. I don't know what the deal with that wacky string is. I've never KO'd a person with forward 4-1. That's the first time I've ever hit anybody with that move, not in a combo.
Get ready for the next battle.
I've never played Rival Schools. I need to try that game. It used to be in Game Pro all the time. They had like a Fighter's Edge expose on it with like all the moves and stuff. I always wanted to be Skullomania or whatever the guy's name was. Oh, yeah, Sector had like teleport punches and all that.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, I messed that up. Yeah, I guess you just have to block a mix-up after. I guess that's the secret sauce there. It's to make you panic into blocking or something. Or swinging. Look at that. Move's just going right through her. Get me Mishima Star on the phone. Hit him with that mix-up. Aha! I did it. I did the preferred wall combo. Fighting GM would be so proud of me. Drop it. Drop it. Damn it. You little Nemo wearing lily player. What was that Eris always used to say about lily players? Like they were perverts or something? That move is annoying. I hate those little like footstep moves like Steve has one. Those are annoying. Only fools rush in. No, no. Back swing blow. There we go. Open with a launch, get it, and then drop the combo immediately after to show your dominance. What is that movement? At least I got away with it without taking another hit. Let's slow the pace down a little bit here. She's not enraged, so if we can just land a combo somewhere, we could win this one. Oh, she power crushed through it. Yeah. Why did she stand up? I guess she thought I was going to try to get the forward step 3-4 or whatever.
Get ready for the next battle.
Evil Zone. What a wonderful name for a game. Just Evil Zone. Evo 2021. Playing some Evil Zone. Hey, wait a minute. That eye patch isn't attached all the way. Yeah, you like how I block the combo and then immediately eat that knockdown afterwards? Let's screw up the down 2 carry. Let's go. I gotta figure out when this guy punches and start punch parrying some of this stuff. Punches are usually quick and coming after. Oh, so tough. I probably could have launched that. Oh, I pressed Rage Art and I pressed the wrong button. That could have ended it. Or at least gotten close. That lag. This guy hit his lag switch just to show me he could still do the combo. There it is, folks. Went around at the portal only using low kicks to impose dominance.
Get ready for the next battle.
Evil zone. Yeah, that was the whole reason people bought that game, is just to fight with Final Fantasy VII characters. I think the trash can. Can't get a break, man. It's one of those Lily flowcharts where you miss on purpose.
Round 3.
That's no good. Delete this character from the game. She is trash. Not as trash as me. Oh, don't leave. We were just getting to the fun part. Alright, let's find one more good one. I gotta be out of here. Oh, not the Super Spy. Even I've heard. That's the Neo Geo one, right? Like the weird first person one where you like have to walk around and like block attacks, and the Super Spy. Yeah, that's gonna be a nightmare. Oh no. It's Violet, my arch nemesis. Yeah, let's play a nice Lee versus not Lee match here.
Round 1.
Mirrors. I knew I could whiff punish that one. Beastbusters, yeah, there's no way you could beat Beastbusters on one credit. I don't believe it. That game is like made to screw you over. I screwed that up. I'm getting the hard part, which is the carry, but I'm screwing up the while rising. Time for this guy to get his comeback in. Screwed that up. I feel like a lot of people in this game learn movement and they get so excited about it they just backdash their way into a corner. Nope. Got it. And that's launch punishable if you don't finish that string, so you just kind of have to guess will they finish it or not. Groove on Fight. That's an interesting game. I never played it for the longest time because I thought it was a rhythm game. It's like Virtual On. So what the heck is that? I thought it was a golf game. Probably Sarge from Clay Fighter 2. Only a true Chad uses that move. I know that that's plus on block. Do you? It's just a defensive match. Oh, we turned away from the wall. Oh, nice. Thank goodness I didn't have to rely on the forward 3 to finish him off. Evil Michael Jackson. Oh, I tried to interrupt that. That was a bad idea. Oh, that's plus on hit, my man. May have cost me this round. Of course. I'm gonna sit through this. That's why I hate rage arts. I wish there was like an abbreviated rage art, like give him his damage or whatever, but then you don't have to sit through that whole thing. Oh my gosh. How did he get behind me? Insane in the membrane. Let's use these Tekken 2 strats. He really likes that move, but it's not very good. Thanks Lag Spike for letting him see exactly what I was going to do. Why would you ever stand up into that? He's turning this around on us. Oh, this is like the worst situation to be in. There we go. Alright, one more. And then I'm out. So, evil Michael Jackson named 10 Count. I don't know anything about her being Lily's sister. Oh, thanks. Nobody ever remembers to like a stream because it's like your participation is enough. You should to like it too, but I do appreciate it. Remember back before the Tekken music team discovered dubstep? Those are the days. Oh, I got the just frame. Nice Shraido. Playing like him now. Yeah, if I could get some offense going and stop getting launched this round. Nice read. Too bad he couldn't do anything with it. Maybe this will kill. That was sick. That was super cool. I would have gave him 1 health. No! When you try your best, but you don't succeed. What? I know this man didn't just try to silver cyclone me. True story, I've actually opened a tournament match with Silver Cyclone twice in a row once and still won. The second time it actually hit. It was one of my earlier tournament experiences. And I was trying to enter Hitman stance to start out and I accidentally Silver Cyclone, so it was like I was disrespecting the guy. Yeah, get hit with that counter hit 2-2-3. Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to slide. Cost me the match. Okay. Oh, the side throw. He wasn't quite gutsy enough. He didn't know if I might not finish it. Hit him with the armor. There we go. Good game, my dude. Oh. Alright, looks like everybody's turning in. I'm going to do the same. Thanks so much for watching as always. If you're not in the Terenzo Discord, please do join and tell me what you want to see next. Oh, the guy added me to the friends list. What a cool dude. Unless he just wants to add me to tell me how trash I am. Thanks for the last minute Groove on Fight 1 credit clear update. We'll see you guys next Monday. Hopefully I'll have some more Tekken related content out this week. We might play something different next Monday just to switch it up. I don't really know what. If you have suggestions, drop them in the Discord, and I may do a poll. I may drop a poll in the community tab. Thanks so much, guys. See you next week.